put this thing called the nerve block.
Oh, so you can't feel it. Yeah.
And I feel kind of like Joe's limp, wet noodle that's uncontrollable.
Your arm
Joe,
does?
do you like that even after an operation, I'm still burying you, I'm back to normal?
Yes, I wouldn't expect anything less, of course.
All right. You're welcome.
We got a lot of mail today, so this could be a surly episode.
All right.
I want to start off with, bro, you got to, this is fascinating, right? Billy sent me a clip or like something where like on Reddit, and I don't know where he got this, but Dave, like somebody, there was a Reddit thread where David said by the end of the match, 1 million people were watching Wheeler, Yuta, and Daniel Garcia, right?
Right.
And it was just these comments of a bunch of people talking how great the match was and stuff, everything, right? And did you see? You saw the match? Did you watch the match in whole? There was a Ring of Honor pure where they were doing this stupid.
Right.
Everybody's doing this stupid slap thing now, right?
Right.
Which you know me, bro. If you're slapping somebody, you're slapping. And what you have to do in wrestling,
you need to bring it.
You got to bring it. It's like not working slaps or doing it half to try.
Right.
Looks atrocious. I'm sorry. Right. Like I mean, you would agree with that, right? Because you would tell a guy if you saw guys doing that in your company,
right?
You would say, guys, you need to bring them.
Right.
If
the slaps are that hard that it hurts you, which your adrenaline should take that away. But because before we were taking hard chair shots to the head,
right? Yeah.
And the adrenaline would just pull you through.
What you would do is, so guys, if you're gonna do that spot, you shoot, you slap of each other until one guy. It's like until one guy gives out. Like one guy says no mas, and then you start working, right? Yeah.
And if it's hurting you, just do less slaps.
Right, or just stop the spot when it starts hurting too much, or whatever. Right. So I looked this up. This is unbelievable. Okay, and you guys get Joe, you get the Observer, but Konnan, I don't think you comprehensively read it all.
I just kind of skimmed through it.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. Okay, how many are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is Dave's ratings of Daniel Garcia's last 12 matches, right? And we watch Daniel Garcia, and we say like, well, this kid's green. He's he doesn't have a lot of personality, right? Okay. These are the ratings for his last 12 matches, starting from the last one up to the most recent. Okay, 3.5 stars, 4.0 stars, 3 3/4 stars, 3.5 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 4 3/4 stars, 4 stars, 4 3/4 stars, 4 1/4 stars, 4 1/4 stars. Bro, that's like that's better. That's like miles above Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle, and guys. It's like and then here's another one. Here's Wheeler, Yuta. Okay, and these are guys that we watch. We're trained professionals, and we look at these guys are green. Okay, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, 3 3/4, 3 3/4, 4 1/4, 2 1/4. That's him against Josh Woods, the super card of honor. 4 3/4, 3.5, 2 1/4, 4 3/4, 4 3/4, 3 3/4, 4 stars, 4 stars, 3.5, 3 1/4, 4 1/4. Bro, I never got anything above 3.5 stars from Dave. I think you got a couple 4 stars, of a few of them. How many 4-star matches did you get?
Bro, I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to believe me. I've never ever looked at really my star rating. I've never given a.
But pull your mic down for you.
Yeah, I've never looked at my star ratings,
right.
And I've never given a. So I wouldn't know what match he.
I know you had 4 against Hoovy, where a match where Hoovy thought you tried to hurt him. I know that Dave gave that 4. So
I know that you and me had a match that he said was 2.5 stars because you brought it up.
Right.
But other than that, I have no idea.
Right. I know the highest one he ever gave me was me against Dean Malenko.
Right.
And and I go back and I watch some of my stuff every now and then, and I have matches against Booker and
I can imagine that match had to be great.
And the match against Booker and Eddie and
right.
Booker, Benoit, and stuff. Bro, it's just the work. It's weird. The work.
And let me explain something to people. That's how great Booker and Eddie and Dean Malenko were, and Chris Jericho, that they could take guys like us or anybody. Because, we weren't really big on work rate. We were big on entertainment.
Right.
They were more their workhorses. But they were able to get us. They were able to get us and bring us to really good matches.
But here's the difference.
That's a skill.
Right.
Like, I don't think Yuta or Daniel Garcia could bring others to great matches.
Right. So, but I'm watching like the difference in the Dave thinks the work today is great, and what it's completely missing is, bro, there's like these guys literally, like when you're watching when you watch like the way we worked and you watch the way these guys work today, the guys today are literally like standing there waiting for the next thing to happen.
Right.
We always had motion, movement. Like, there's a spot like, I would shoot Jericho in. I'd kick him in the gut. I'd go hit the ropes to give him the running neck breaker. And Chris wouldn't just stand there hunched over and just wait for me to thing. He would like be selling, go to the, and when he'd get up, I would be right there. Right. Like we'd connect.
Want me to tell you a spot? Want me to tell you a spot this is what I think when I did spot. First of all, it's overused. Second of all, do you not go back and watch your own spots? Right. Number 3, do you not realize when you're doing the spot how ridiculous this looks? And you're gonna know this spot. Ready? Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if ADR popularized it or who did. You know that spot which looks cool?
I know what you're gonna say.
Which one?
Where the guy's hanging from the turnbuckles in the corner and you do the double stomp and he's holding himself up. Yeah.
Right. And I've seen guys take their time or turn around and cheer to the fans. So you're doubly getting on that one. And you're just holding on to the ropes, waiting for him to get in position and stomp you. And
Perfect
I'm like,
example.
bro, and I'm like, bro, can't you, as you're watching out of your peripherals, start grabbing one rope, while you're upside down? While the guy's going up, you're kind of grabbing the second rope. And just as he's standing up, you're in position. Why is that so hard to comprehend?
I'll give you a perfect
example. And why wouldn't you rather do that than standing there all day, like
just
a
waiting to get hit? Right.
Right. Like you're waiting for a bus or something.
Perfect example. I don't know if it was Eddie or Ray. I think it was Ray did the spot with me. And like when I would work with the Mexican guys, like Ray and stuff and anything, right. I would like, okay, your lucha stuff is kind of, but I'm going to make it work, right?
Right.
Purdy's, you're calling some weird spot like that one. So Ray had this spot where I would be in the middle of the ring, in between the ropes, where my feet are hanging outside the ring, my body's inside the ring, and I'm supposed to be hanging there like over the second rope so Ray can come and leg drop me and stuff. And so I would do it like this. I'd be like I'm staggering. I'd reach up to grab the rope, and my hand would slip off.
Right.
And I'd reach up to grab it again and slip off. By the time Ray was up there waiting, I'd reach up to grab, and then Ray's coming off, and he's hitting the leg drop.
And you get a bigger pop.
Exactly. Then standing there like this while he's climbing up, and, and you're waiting for the thing. And it's like, bro, this generation does that a lot.
Right. I make a joke, but it's funny. I hate the one where the guy gets up, takes him forever to get up, and you have like 8 people waiting to get hit with a dive. I always say this as a joke. The only thing you need to add is, when you hit a strike with the bowling pins, that's the only thing missing. That sound effect.
So, bro, watch the difference. The WWE knows that spot looks atrocious. When they do dives now, right? They never show anything until they never show the guys on the floor until the guy's already taken off and he's coming over the rope, and then they shoot the camera shot on the floor. They never show the guys waiting. They never show, because they know wrestlers will goof up.
Right.
And stand there and wait and not sell and not so they don't even shoot them.
Right.
That's
a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. Because but you see this like AEW does it all the time.
Yeah,
and they need to start shooting it like the WWE does, because it's one of the many fake things that they do. It like this work has gotten. They're not covering their ass. Like the wrestlers are not covering their bases out there.
The worst one recently. Sorry, Konnan, but the worst one recently was Pac. Pac did a dive, but he went up to the ropes. He stumbled. It
was like 35 seconds.
He turned
up there
around. Yeah, and the guys are just down there like this, and they showed them.
Yeah, but they did. They showed. No, they didn't. Thank God.
I thought they did.
But the guys were standing there waiting. But they showed them landing on the floor, and they showed them standing. And they showed Pac climbing like it was taking forever. It was like
to set up.
I mean, yeah. Sorry. All right. All right. Let's get started because I gotta go to work. We got like 30. Go ahead.
Yeah, the last one that
Flip your,
gets
Pull your
flip
mic back down.
up,
Pull your
Konnan.
mic back
Yeah.
down.
And the last one that gets me, and a lot of young guys listen to the show, is the tope. The tope is you don't hit the ropes and you play patty cakes and
Right.
hit hands. That looks
Right.
so. I mean, that.
You dive out and you
Why?
like,
Why is that?
catch your both-
Why is that a devastating move? Why are you
The
selling
funniest thing
that?
is
Why are you selling
the
that?
the guy will hit the guy
Right.
and land on his feet and then go
Right.
like, yeah,
Yeah, right. But
like
here's
sell it like
right, bro. Let me explain to everybody how you do it, and that's why I like Samoa Joe, because Samoa Joe, in his mind, this looks weird, right? I'm gonna forearm you on the way out, and I was like, wow, that's actually a very good idea, right?
Right.
But let me tell how you actually do this. You hit the ropes, okay, and you put your hands on your side, and you hit the guy with your head, and the guy takes a bump, bro. When I first
missile.
started in Mexico, right, this guy called Connect hit me with that, like as a
Right.
shoot, and almost took me out of the business. That's how vicious those things used to look. That's why you used to get a big pop.
Well-
Now you don't even get a pop. Now you have to do a spin in the air. Now you got to catch the guy.
And if you land on your feet, you did great. You know,
Right.
The funniest thing, bro, you watch old like when Lucha, like, 20 years ago, when the guy would take the bump to the floor and the guy in the ring is setting up like he's getting ready to hit the ropes, bro, the fans would get out of their seats
Right.
and get out of the way because they
Right.
know
That guy will
he's going to
come
come like a
flying.
missile and drill this guy and knock the guy into the first or two rows of
Right.
chairs.
Good point.
So, so
I
it's
remember
like,
Super Colo did that in WCW. He came out flying.
He was crazy.
and he hit
dude.
the guy
Yo,
and he flipped into
he
the
was
into the
known
crowd.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
known for that when nobody was doing that back then.
Yeah.
He was crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
One thing,
All
Joe,
right.
you mentioned Joe. One thing Joe I've seen him do a few times is if he's on the outside of the ring and the guy's doing the slingshot out onto him, he'll just step away and let the guy splat and do this whatever. I've seen Raven
Right.
do it too.
Yeah, exactly. So he's talking. Yeah.